Cult of Chucky, to follow up The Curse of Chucky. It always surprised me the amount of success both of these films has had, since they was both straight to DVD releases. Could you imagine the day where a big icon like Chucky went straight to DVD and not had this big theatrical release? That happened twice. I stated in the last video that over the years I do believe that Cult of Chucky is a better movie than Curse of Chucky. It took me a long time to change my mind about that. However, at the end of the day, I do feel like I enjoyed Curse of Chucky a lot more. The difference is the entertainment value, right? Curse of Chucky went back to the gritty. I'm talking about the gritty, not the dance. But it went back to the horror elements that the Child's Play franchise should have always been in. Now don't get me wrong, Cult of Chucky also has a lot of gritty moments. And we'll talk about that when we rank these kills. My biggest con with Cult of Chucky is it took a long time for the idea of multiple Chuckies to grow on me. Because I knew, and this film is a perfect placement for it, that yes, it could be really, really scary. And this film, Cult of Chucky, really has some scary moments in it. But once all the Chuckies get together, instead of maintaining that really gritty atmosphere, that aesthetic of a movie that you tried to dive into after Seed of Chucky, to get away from the comedy, I feel like it backtracks into that more comical state of mind. Which if that's the case, then why even bother trying to make it scary again? But ladies and gentlemen, that's a tangent. I'm not going to get into it. Coming in at my number one kill of this movie is Claire's death. Claire's death in this film is nothing less than magical. We've seen a kill very similar to this in Bride of Chucky with the mirror. However, the actress in this that plays Claire, she's strapped to that table, can't move, she's helpless, and she knows what's about to happen. The close-up of her face and the tears coming down as she's witnessing all of this glass fucking about to fall down on her, it's just beautiful. This is one of the most beautifully shot kills in the entire franchise. If not the most beautiful. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying the most beautifully shot. This may be the one. However, the only thing that kind of takes it back from me is Chucky's fucking expression right here. I mean, look at this little motherfucker. He looks like he just discovered Pornhub for the first time. That's another small con I have about this movie. Just a little nitpicking on the characteristics and the physical inconsistencies of Chucky throughout this film. But whatever. Yeah, Claire's death, best part of the fucking film. Hands down. Coming in on my number 2 is Madeleine's death. Madeline, who gives a fuck? This kill right here there's something seriously sinister and perverted about it. There's something about this kill right here. It goes beyond the gore factor or just the general horror kill factor here. There's something seriously demented and straight up fucked up about this kill. I could talk about this kill for a full 45 minutes, but I'm not going to. Because for one, Madeline has this obsession with Chucky, like she's playing Mama Dearest, right? Like, come to mommy. Some weird shit. And it gets to the point where she's about to be on suicide watch and Chucky comes in the room and it's like she knows what's about to happen. So knowing her relationship with Chucky, as if she is, quote unquote, his mother, there's something seriously perverted about this scene. Now hear me out on this. They embrace one last hug because she's like, one last time, come to mommy. And then, goddamn, she's like, will it hurt? Chucky's like, I'll do my best. And then instead of just going in for the kill, he's like caressing her fucking lips in a very suspicious way. You know what I'm saying? It's almost sensual. It's almost fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost intimate the way he's doing it to his mommy. And then it's just something seriously fucked up when he's just fucking at the back of her fucking tonsils in the wrong way and pulls out either her fucking esophagus or part of her spine, something there that's not supposed to come out. The kill itself is awesome, but there's something seriously off and fucking left field about this kill. You get my point. And then to top it all off, he's like, here's my fucking arm, bitch. And there she is. All happy. This is what she wanted. So there lies her corpse with Chucky's arm right in her throat, right where she wanted it. Number 3 is Carlos. Carlos in this scene kind of saved the movie for me because I was fucking with this movie. I was enjoying this movie. His death is definitely the highlight of the scene because Carlos comes in. This is where he catches all 3 of the Chuckies talking, right? One Chucky's in there talking to Nika. Another one walks in. They awake a 3rd copy of Chucky and they're all sitting there. And this is the point in the movie where I'm just like, fuck, man, we can do better than this. I hate the dialogue between them. This movie was gritty. It was fucked up. It was dark. And I was liking it. As soon as these 3 get on screen to me, out the window. However, once Carlos goes in there and they all three attack him, it's a pretty brutal fucking death. He's getting stabbed everywhere. He's getting drilled in the fucking heart. He gets slashed in the stomach. His intestines are falling out. I'll say it again. His death saved the scene for me. Coming in at number 4 is Malcolm. Now in this film, I rock with Malcolm. I love the chemistry between him and Nika early on in the film. But once he goes off the deep end, he goes off the deep end. I can still hear Chucky. He's inside of my head. And then the drill comes through his fucking head. And it's not like quick either. It's like a slow, drilled out segment here. And you get to go from the back of his head all the way out to his fucking eyeball. And then you got possessed Nika over there laughing. Really solid scene. Very, very entertaining. It was a great way for Malcolm to go out. Coming in at number 5 is Buzz Cut Chucky. It sounds like a fucking Dirty South rap name. I do like this Chucky kill. I really do. It was good to have Andy back in this movie. Because in my personal opinion, the ending of this movie kind of falls off. I'm not saying it's horrible or it's bad. But to me personally, it kind of falls off. Andy just straight up whooping Buzz Cut Chucky's ass. It's pretty entertaining. And then Chucky gets shot like fucking 50 Cent 9 times. Boom, boom, boom. All up in the belly. And then gets shot in the head. But that's not it. He gets one last fuck you to Andy, and he gets his fucking head stomped in multiple times. It was good seeing Andy back to gain some fucking redemption. Coming in at number 6 is Dr. Foley. If there's any deserving motherfucking death in this film, it's definitely Dr. Foley. You know how much of a sick, twisted fucking bastard he was. And what's cool about his death is not only do you get that hell yeah moment, because this is one of the pieces of shit that you want to die. But what's also cool about this is that once Nika gets possessed, right? Nika has totally been restrained these 2 films. So she hasn't been able to really do much. So even though she's possessed, it was really cool to see her get some action in on the big screen. And what a way to start it off, but by fucking killing Dr. Foley. Her stomping his fucking head in until it fucking explodes. That's well deserved, well executed, and worth the watch. So Dr. Foley, fuck you. Coming in at my number 7 is Chucky, the Kyle scene. Now, Andy keeping this Chucky head for some reason, if that's his thing, sure. It was just really cool seeing Kyle come back in this film and giving Chucky some torture. Even though it happens off screen, you can only imagine the kind of anger and the kind of sick, twisted ideas that Kyle has had in her mind for so long. I can only imagine the shit that she's about to do to Chucky. So even though it's off screen, I don't really like discussing off screen deaths because there's too many of them in every fucking franchise. This one really sticks out because it has so much potential and it leaves the audience to use their imagination of what could happen if that was translated on the screen. Yeah, Kyle's giving him the whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Coming in at my number 8 is the security guard. We get Tiffany back again. And this kill isn't bad. It's nothing to brag about, but it's not bad. It's just Tiffany Valentine doing her signature kill. She loves cutting throats, and this is exactly what she does in this scene. Now, this is a hot take. I love Jennifer Tilly. I love Tiffany Valentine, the character. But the ending of this one and throughout the TV series, the character fell the fuck off for me. It did. I'm talking about hard. Maybe one day I'll get into the TV series and do a kill ranking for them. Maybe. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. Yeah, this kill right here, it's nothing special. It's just Tiffany doing her thing. It's like Michael Myers stabbing somebody with a kitchen knife, right? Or it's like Jason stabbing somebody with a machete. You've seen it 1,000 times, but it's still cool to watch. You still enjoy it. Coming in at my number 9 is Nurse Ashley. This is another off-screen death. You know I fucking love off-screen deaths. Clearly died by getting drilled in the stomach. Somebody rearranged her guts in the wrong way. But at least this did build up the scene from Malcolm's death. Because I really like Malcolm's death. So having Ashley there, at least this off-screen death has some use. And it contributed in some sort of way. So even though we didn't get to see it, I'll give this one a pass. Coming in at my number 10, my least favorite death of the film. You guessed it, it's Angela. Another off-screen death. You see this message in the blood? That Chucky did it? That's all you need to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was real fun re-exploring the Child's Play franchise. I might do the reboot. I don't know. Maybe. I think maybe I'll just stick with the original timeline. But let me know your ranking on this. Do you have somebody that I put low, high on your list? Let me know why. I would love to talk about it in the comments. Also, guys, if you're interested, self-plug here. We have a Patreon. You guys feel free to join. We have things on there that would never be on YouTube. Exclusive, never before seen content. Reactions, skits, horror videos, parodies, special requests, commentaries, best moments. And best part of all, there's no restraints. We have a good time over there. Thank you guys so much for taking part of your day to kick it with me. You know I appreciate it. I love you all. Until next time, adios.